Today's 21st century learners live in a digital world. Images are often how they construct and create meaning in their lives. A world filled with color and vibrant depictions of their individual and shared experiences. Icons and emojis convey emotion and often replace traditional language. A universe of learning can be accessed through videos and photos. A touch of a button or scroll of a screen are the keys to unlocking barriers like speaking different languages or even being across the globe from one another. We all live in this media-based and ever-changing world that is fast-paced and can sometimes leave us struggling to catch up or connect with this younger generation. The pace of the digital age and the neural pathways it creates in our younger generations can sometimes feel overwhelming. It often puts traditional education structures at a juxtaposition to the world in which our students live. They have moved beyond the space where the education system continues to be mired, a space where we allow black and white words on a page as a way for students to demonstrate knowledge. It limits us and our learners. Even in a year when COVID-19 required us to change and adapt as educators, we still most likely found ourselves offering a narrow framework for the way we shared and discussed knowledge. This framework relies heavily, even hinges upon, written language. Text has been our norm for generations in education. It is our default for how we share information. But we are finding ourselves at an impasse, where our younger image-based learners are unable to fully synthesize the text-heavy materials that we are bogging them down with. This year I found my written procedures and rubrics to be merely a jumble of words on the page for my students, rather than a roadmap to learning. Students were frustrated and anxious by processing written language before they even attempted a task, let alone a test. Audible explanations, whether in person or of the Zoom variety, seemed to fail in bridging the gap between what I wanted students to know and do and what they actually understood, retained, and most importantly, were engaged with. Simply turning a worksheet into a Google Doc for online learning failed to truly teach with technology. Lecturing at a screen full of checked out faces didn't help support any of the written text or materials I gave my students. Seemed like they just checked out further. My students were shutting down again and again, and I found myself straining to find a new way to present materials for processes, vocab, and task-based learning. At times it felt like hitting a brick wall, but each impact of resistance left a crack in my own outdated "why aren't they getting this" way of thinking and presenting. What emerged from these fracture lines was an effort to mix words with icons, to meet students in the middle, where images can support language and learning. In short, to start helping them picture the process